Come on in, you guys. We're back online, hopefully. Get out here in the field facing these technical issues. Yeah, Starlink overheating. Unfortunately, it's not the Starlink. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not the Starlink, you guys. I wish I had the Starlink. I'm backboning off the cellular network here in Tucson, Arizona, and it's just not reliable. The Starlink won't turn on. I have a spare battery for the Starlink, and I guess just the overheating, the vibration, all of the shock treatment I've given this battery. The battery's meant to just like sit out in a RV park and power up your internet. It's not meant to be riding around on a motorcycle. And I have a spare battery and a spare wire, but of course I left it at home. So I'm just completely dependent on the cellular network. But I know everybody's patient. If you're not patient, that's fine. I'm gonna go out and find Nancy anyway. So where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the grave, you guys. So I just want to get that out there. If anybody would like to report the grave, everybody's telling me, Jim, report the grave, report the grave, report the grave. If you'd like to report the grave, this is the location, okay? Hopefully you can see that. It's on East Old Vale Road, 1/4 mile east of South Country Club Road, okay? So if anybody's interested, and you want to report the grave, be my guest, it's fine. But like I say, law enforcement's been driving by it for years. Everybody knows about it. You can just tell, it's right by the side of the road. So you can get mad at me for not reporting it. So you guys, so my mission is to find Nancy Guthrie, right? I'm singularly focused on finding Nancy Guthrie. I'm out here getting injured, fighting the heat, dodging rattlesnakes, opening bags of dead animals, searching. I have one focus, finding Nancy Guthrie. If I get sidetracked on, let's say the guy shooting the automatic weapon yesterday, there was a guy near me, he's shooting automatic weapon. What should I do? Oh, let me call law enforcement. I'm gonna file a police report. Let's file a police report on him. That's gonna take me away from my mission. If the guy dumping the trash, oh, let me call law enforcement. I'm gonna track him down. I'm gonna take pictures. We're gonna file a police report. I'm gonna go down to the police department. Sure, I should do all that, but that's gonna take me away from my mission. If I sit all day waiting for the coroner to come and make an evaluation of some grave, that's gonna take me away from my mission. If I see these dead dogs, I wanna bury the dogs, you know? But that's gonna take me away from my mission. If I want to clean up the desert and fill all the trash, take it to the dump where it belongs, that's going to take me away from my mission. Your mission is your mission. I know you don't understand that. Maybe some people sitting on the couch, telling me what to do, report test that bone, do this, do that. No. There's one mission, and the mission is finding Nancy Guthrie. If you don't understand that, maybe you're on the wrong channel, because that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm not angry at anybody for telling me to do that, but I'm just trying to present you my logic of what I'm doing. I got one mission, and that's to bring Nancy home by Mother's Day. So even talking about this, it's taking me away from my mission. So anyway, and dealing with, so the Starlink's broke, the battery doesn't work, and so I'm on. That's why everybody's asking me, Jim, I appreciate everybody there. I mean, they're like, Jim, you lost your phone. Where's the other phone? The other phone just goes between the Starlink to the GoPro Quick App to YouTube, back to the Starlink. So its only purpose is to operate the Starlink. And now I'm on the other phone. It doesn't even have a cellular connection. It's only a Wi-Fi phone that I use it for. Anyway, and then so we are on this. So let's see, what else? Oh, another thing, I don't know who it is in there, but brilliant idea. They say that they'll leave a dead animal near the body to disguise the smell, which is very interesting. Somebody put that in the chat, whoever you did. I appreciate all of these tips in the chat, where I like that idea. You smell like if there's a dead dog right there, maybe they hide the person near that. Very devious, very smart. So I appreciate tips like that. So I learn a lot from the chat. I'll never be as smart as 1,700 people in the chat, but yeah, as far as graves, I found 50 of them, you guys. I mean, and then some of them, like I found this grave of a guy that said he was bit by a rattlesnake and he died in the mountains. And then I don't even like to publicize it because people will come dig them up. It's just like AJ's bone. I think like a bone collector, you know, you advertise that, and then a bone collector came and then took the bone. Yeah, maybe found the skull too, like there's some digging going on. I don't know exactly, but yeah, just getting involved in archaeological digs, it's just taking me away from the mission. So anyway, I only got so much time. I drive all the way from California. I actually got a serious injury yesterday, guys. I didn't show you. I do have another injury, but then I want to know how many injuries does Cameron have searching for his mom? You know, I'm out here killing myself out here. It's 100 degrees, and that's her son. Where's Cameron searching? Come on, come and help me. You know. So anyway, yeah, that's my rant. I love to rant, right? It's hot, 100 degrees. So let's get on the bike and let's do a search. So where I am, just a little ways up here, is the Star Valley Casino, the Diamond Valley Casino, something like that. And then that's the end of town. And this is the old Nogales highway. The main freeway's right over there. If you're trying to get out of town and go south towards Mexico, you would probably take this road. And then there's another side road that's even more like remote that I think I want to search too. So we're going to search this road going by the Nico technique of the body is like 30 feet off a road. They pull over, they drag them over there. And we use all like sort of the sights and sounds. One thing, now I could just smell, Nico calls it decomp. I mean, that decomp, you can smell it quick. It's just in the air. I'm getting used to it almost. And you guys, my clothes. I had to put my clothes outside last night. Literally like driving where the cow was. There's so much like decomp, smelly molecules in the air. It like gets in your clothes, and then you can smell it. Like I'm like, what's that smell in my room? I had to take my clothes outside and I put my clothes outside. So nasty. I didn't even touch anything with the clothes. It's just the smell went into. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have PTSD from this. But anyway, that's Exploring with Jim. That's what we do. We get injured. We find graves, but we have a singular mission. The singular mission is to bring Nancy home by Mother's Day. Mother's Day's tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I know there's a lot of mothers out there. If you got a mother, take good care of her. You never know how long they're gonna last. Nobody lasts forever, and we've all proved that. But we're trying to bring home America's mom, which everybody's interested in, Nancy Guthrie. And that's my rant. I hope you liked it. So let's see, what else? Anything else? Oh, watch Angela's Riding with Jim video. Now we go out here, the cell signal's probably gonna drop. It may crash, that's fine. I'm gonna keep up the search no matter what. And hopefully we find Nancy Guthrie. So yeah, if you wanna call about the, if you didn't see, if you wanna call about the grave, if you wanna report it, that's where it's at. Okay, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, I'll show you on a map. But like I say, some people, they don't have the funds to, and then what if you report the grave? They come out, they dig up the body, okay? I think there's a body in there. There's a dead person in this grave. It's a tended grave. People come out there and cry and put flowers and paint the rocks. And what happens, they dig it out, they'll take this body, and then the county will be like, oh, okay, let's incinerate it, and they'll burn the body down to a bunch of ash, and then they'll just like throw it in the dump or whatever they do with the ash of an indigent person. I'm not even sure. So maybe they're better right where they're at, you know? Honestly, like I say, I find a lot of graves, you guys, probably 50. Like out on the 40-mile desert, I'll be out in the 40-mile desert, I'll see pioneer graves out there. I don't like to publicize them. People will come and dig them up. And just like what happened in the wash, I think somebody come and dug up that prehistoric person. There's no way AJ's bones was 50 years old. That's 500 years old if it's a day. It's under 5 feet of dirt. You know, you don't get 5 feet. I've dug a lot of things. You get a foot of dirt like per 100 years typically, maybe a little less, 8 inches. Anyway, rock and roll, huh? Let's go find Nancy. Oh, you guys, Mel Fisher was the greatest treasure hunter in the history of all treasure hunters. I'm at heart a treasure hunter. That's what I've been doing all my life. And then before they would go out on the hunt, every hunt, they'd all put out their hands and they put their hands on top, they'd gather around a big group and they'd repeat, today's the day. Put it in the chat. One more thing, you guys, I know they're gonna. My motto is you wear all your gear all the time on a motorcycle, right? It's 100 degrees out here, you guys. It's burning hot. Heat-related illness is a serious thing. I felt faint on the motorcycle before in this heat, and you don't want to like faint on a motorcycle and crash and get run over by a semi, you know. So I'm just going with the high vis. I know I'm breaking the rules, but I'm gonna stay off the main roads. We're gonna ride very carefully, no just burning out, and we're gonna stay wet, you know, because yeah, last time I was here, I definitely overheated. Not this trip, but the trip before. So we're just gonna stay wet. I got tons of water with me, and we're just gonna keep dousing ourselves and riding. So yeah, I hope you all understand. If you don't, right on. Right on. Hope you understand my logic on all that stuff. If you don't, too bad. I have a single mission, one purpose. Find Nancy Guthrie. If you look on YouTube, I doubt there's anybody out here today searching. Maybe. It's hot. We're gonna cover a lot of ground, you guys. This is, in my opinion, this is an excellent potential as far as a kidnapper escape route and a stash zone. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, I know. This isn't real crystal geyser. This is, it's tap water. Arizona tap water, delicious. Everybody on the highway think I'm gonna be sweating like bullets, but I'm not. I'm nice and cool. Let's do this, huh? I appreciate you guys coming aboard. Look at this. My stream crashes, but everybody just jumps right back on board. But the stream crashes, everybody's just got like 800 people along for a ride on this Saturday morning. A lot of people like saying prayers, hoping, just like I am. I like to wave at everybody, right? He lives here. I said, yeah, he put his dog in. He's got a nice Camaro in there. Look, he collects all this stuff. I was, hey, you mind if I film out in front of your place? Like, oh no, go ahead. That's a real man over there. His man's stuff. All right, guys, let me just get ready here. Sorry. I'll read the chat for a minute, you guys. You want to tell me anything? Tell me I'm wrong. As I'm getting ready. What happened to your eye? I don't know. What's wrong with my eye? I don't think anything's wrong with my eye. Somebody. Idaho Nancy says, what happened to your eye? Nothing. Sending prayers for your safety. AJ found a leg bone in the wash. Yes, I saw that. Good job, AJ. AJ's an excellent hunter. I definitely support AJ. John 111 Jones says, it's amazing everybody wants to bash each other. Well, this one's not doing that, that one's not doing this. You don't understand, family's not supposed to inject herself into searches like this. Oh, okay. So the family shouldn't inject themselves into any searches. Family shouldn't search. Got it. Thanks, Jones. If your mom goes missing, Jones, are you gonna go search? Rose says you're awesome. Jeep Girls checklist. Yeah, you know what? I'm going lightweight today. Kind of Mind says go for it, Jim. All right, you guys. Today's the day. I read that. Somebody said today's the day. That's got me going. Yeah, I appreciate the searchers out there. AJW, Righteous Monkey. Alex has done a lot of searching in the washes, you guys. He's done a lot offline, so I support everybody that's keeping this case up there. If you get a chance, watch Dad's Gone Live. Nico is on Dad's Gone Live. If you don't know who Nico is, you'll figure it out. Just watch Dad's Gone Live. Sorry, just trying to get this microphone on. We'll see how this goes, you guys. It's always a big mystery because I haven't been to these areas. You see it on the map. You sort of swing by. You say, okay, this seems logical. I'll lay it out to you. Might lose the stream up there, you guys. It's as we get out into the area, it becomes further and further away from town. So you guys, let me lay it out for you. Right here. That is Tucson, you guys. This is beautiful Tucson, Arizona. The Desert Star, Desert Diamond Casino, whatever it is, it's right up there. And then, so anybody leaving Nancy's house, heading towards Mexico, I was talking to some locals, you guys. Everybody's like, oh yeah, the killer's in Mexico. Everybody's like, they just assume that the whoever killed Nancy, they split to Mexico. It's just like, that's just what everybody assumes. And then Mexico is this way. This is the old highway to Mexico. The main freeway with all the highway patrol is over there. This is the back way. This is the people with no license plates on their cars. This is how they go. Because there's nobody out here. So that's how we're gonna go. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a lot of riding on the road because I don't have all my gear on. But we are gonna search along in between the road and the railroad tracks. This is, you know, like Nico says, they're 30, 40 feet off the road. This isn't really my main search. My main search, I think, is going to be up ahead. This is, to me, this is a little too populated, but anyway, I don't see anything here. Let's keep going. I'll just keep my eyes open. Yeah, like I say, guys, the police, everybody drives right past that grave. It's not unknown. I would just leave that person alone. Whoever buried them there, they tend the grave, they put flowers there. Just calling the coroner and digging them up, and it's gonna open old wounds. You look at something like that, and I like to try to analyze as quickly as I can as I move, and then to me it's two possibilities. Perhaps like a migrant coming through. They died there, they buried them quickly, and then after their family members, whoever, got settled, they came back and then made it into like a proper grave. The other one is, it's just somebody who lived, because that's a very poor neighborhood. Probably someone from maybe a different sort of country that lives in that very poor neighborhood, perhaps Mexico. Their loved one dies, and they're like, "Oh, where are we gonna put them?" I don't know. It's all very interesting. I could call, you know, and then to news media out here, but like I say, that's, I don't know. If you want to call, you can call. Ooh, this is interesting. Could get off the road right there, come over here, and do what? Yeah, our main search is going to be, it's the old Nogales highway over here. But just thought we'd scoot through some of these areas that are easily accessible. I know what I'm going to find. I'm going to find trouble, just like I find everywhere. Yeah, I'm not going too far in here. We'll go up, just up here, and that's it. I gotta remember I don't have my gear on. I don't want to go fast. That's as far as I'm going. Yeah, but you're welcome to, I mean, you're welcome to discuss in the chat. Just keep it respectful, you know. I know there were some people in the chat yesterday, "Oh, this guy's a freaking, he's a complete moron," and it doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm too old to get to worry about words. But if you want to say, "Jim, you know what, you really should report those things and break off from your mission." You know, you get U.S. Special Forces, you guys. I'm not U.S. Special Forces, but you get the military, and they say, "Hey, your mission is to go take that hill. Go take that hill." And then they, "Sir, yes, sir," and they get on their mission, and then they come across maybe a civilian that needs assistance, and another one, or a bunch of people that need transport. You know what? They stick with their mission. They're like, okay, they're gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna do our mission. So, I don't know. We'll get up here. Always along railroad tracks is always very interesting, you know, like people could come down this road, the main road's over there. Anything can happen back in here. Yeah, you just, the whole key is to stay cool, to stay healthy out here. Stay away from those people with the automatic weapons. That was weird, right? Guy just pulls up, starts ripping some. But then his gun jammed. I can tell you, he fired off probably like a 30-round mag, fired off like 10 rounds, and then he had a jam. Yeah, that's the main road over there, you guys. Zoom, 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 zoom. Nico says under the trees. I don't know if you watched Dad's Gone Live, but I was at Nancy's house one day just getting my bearings. This guy comes up and he shakes my hand. He says, yeah, I'm from Florida, just sort of looking into the case. Do you know where's the organized searches? And I said, organized searches, I don't think there is any. I'm just sort of doing it on my own, and along with a couple other YouTubers and some freelancers, we're just out searching. And he's like, really? There's no like organized search? I'm like, no. The family never organized it, police department never organized it. It's just us doing what we can. And I says, what's your name? He says, oh, my name is Nico. And I'm like, okay. Shook his hand. He says, where do you think is a good place to search? I says, well, I'm searching south. Why don't you search north? And then he left. I didn't think any of it. And yeah, Nico. And then he met up with Dad's Gone Live, and I was listening to him being interviewed by Dad's Gone Live. Come to find out, this guy's like the most knowledgeable searcher I've ever heard my whole life. I was listening to him on Dad's Gone Live podcast or whatever it is, and he's describing where people are, how you find them, what to do to search. And I listened to that, and I guess I can say his name. Jacob is the guy's name. Dad's Gone Live, that's his name. We have each other's phone numbers. I immediately called him, and I said, you got to put me in touch with this guy Nico. Give me his phone number. He's like, I don't know, you know. He gave me his number, but I said, no, give me his number. I got to talk to this guy. Because I heard him. He knows what the heck, he knows what's going on. Sheriff's not telling us what to do. And then, so he gave me Nico's number. I call him up. He answers right away. Hey, this is Nico. I don't have my gear. And I just immediately told him, I go, Nico, this is Jim. I said, I want to work for you. I want to know, did you tell me what to do? I want to work for you. Let's go find Nancy. I just want to work for you. I'll do whatever you tell me. You're in charge. And he's like, no. I'm not in charge. I'm not your boss. I said, no. I'm going to do what you want to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing. I've searched my whole life for stuff. But I said, yeah, I want to work for you. He's okay, let's get together. And so me and Nico and Dad's Gone Live. Yeah, so here's the main road, you guys. Do you just like, poof. This is what Nico says, you know, right off the main roads. Not in the middle of the desert. See, it's not like no wash. This is it. It's somewhere like this. And I says, yeah, Nico, I want to work for you. He says, let's get together. So we spent the day together. Unfortunately, I was in the back seat of this, like this car that Dad's Gone Live. They call it a back seat, but it's more like one of those cells, you know, where you can't, like a 4x4 foot cell where you can't stretch out. But Nico told us all the stories, you know, what to look for, what motivates these psychopaths, and then how they're buried. And then I was listening to the guy. It's Brian Enton had him on. Brian Enton, it's a show, you know, but he has amazing people on. Don't get me wrong, he's achieved things I'll never achieve. Max respect. But some of it, like, oh yeah, the kidnapper, he's dead. Like, what? Dad's Gone Live asked Nico, hey, what do you think about the theory that the porch guy's dead? Like, Nico's like, what? Porch guy's dead. Oh yeah, what is the theory? Porch guy's dead. He's like, how do you know he's dead? Well, that's the theory. Nico's like, I don't think porch guy's dead. The porch guy is in control. He's in control of the situation. He's in control of the body. He's in control of everything. Like all these theories. But anyway. Yeah. I told Nico, I want to work for you, Nico. And then he taught me, you know, don't go in the middle of the desert. Go alongside the roads. She's underneath a little tree. Just look for a little thing out of the ordinary. But when it's only, you know, it's a big town. Some of these people, they're found in like a small town, you know. But this is a big place. It takes a lot of time to search it all. So you have to just do it methodically, you know. One square piece of desert at a time. One tree at a time. And bring her home by Mother's Day. Yeah, it's Old Nogales Highway right there. That's the escape route to Mexico. In my humble opinion, IMHO. Yeah, some of the locals are telling me, yeah, you see, there's this homeless camps in here. You go to town, you guys. The washes, it's just footprints. People just everywhere walking around. At night, they're scattering around like rats. My hotel is a wash. I walk to go eat, and I look down, and it's nothing but bent over people and trash. And like, there's nothing down there. But you never know. We're almost to the road we want to hit, but I just wanted to hit all along the side of the highway. On the other side of the highway is houses. It's not over there. It'd be over here. Yeah, when we take a break, I'll show you guys my injury I got yesterday. I didn't even know how I got it. All of a sudden, last night, I'm like, it hurts to walk. Hurts. Exploring with Jim has got a little limp. And then, I'm like, yeah, what's wrong? What's going on there? And I take off my shoe, and my toes like, it's like a big blue balloon. Man, I'm sure glad I got my snake boots hats. I'm not even gonna flip that, it looks too old. Rattlesnake. See, I'm walking okay though. It might be broke, but you guys, I searched like, whoa, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. My buddy. Motorcyclists love each other. If he was broke down on the side of the road, I'd go get my truck and rescue him. He'd do the same for me. It's the motorcycle fraternity. Let's go look up there. And then we'll go down Old Nogales Highway. The cell signal is going to get worse out here, you guys. I don't know what's happening on the chat, but you know, almost I'm to the point where I can smell that. I've smelled so many dead animals. You guys, I want a dog. I want a dog that can smell decomp. That you could just like ride around in like a golf cart with his head out the window and alert. Because I don't have that good of a sniffer, but I can smell it myself from a mile away. Whatever. So if I had like a dog in like maybe an ATV, and then the dog just trained to smell decom, because I'm sure a dog could probably smell it for like a quarter mile away, you know? You could just like just drive here, and he'd be like, there. And I get off, like, oh, where? Here. Can't you smell it? I'm like, no, I'm not a dog. Man. How's the chat, you guys? Is everything working? I can't see, it's too bright. It's 100 degrees, but you know what? I'm still a little wet. Feels good. I'm not hot. See, look, town's over here. Circle K, $4.55 a gallon. California, that'd be a deal. They'd be lined up out the door. LA, they'd raise it to $10 if they could get another digit on the machine. Look at this shade, you guys. So this pole, I don't even see. This pole is like 100 feet in the air, and the shade it's dropping is like this big. Like you can't find shade in Arizona, at least not in this area. Man, I'm gonna pull up here for just a second, you guys. Man. I got my friends in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Believe me, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. Honestly. I mean, sure. I want $1 million. Woo. 100. Welcome to the smallest piece of shade in America. You're amazing. I mean, I see you everywhere. I listen to you call in on JLR's show. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. Misty Haynes. Thank you, Misty Haynes. I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad you found me. I've seen you on other channels. You know, I look at the chat. I recognize a lot of people. When I don't have some of the people I really know in my stream, I like, how are you doing? And then it's just good to have Haynes. I appreciate it. Jim, you're awesome. The Haynes twins love you. I love the Haynes twins. Come on. Give my love to your sister. Man. Dawn says she loves my humbleness. No, I'm not humble. I am freaking awesome. No, just kidding. Thank you, Dawn. Love you, Dawn. Stay hydrated. Dawn says stay hydrated. It's hot like a heck, Dawn. Here's the Dawn and Misty Haynes. Here's the Angela making a video about me. I love it. Thank you, Angela. Angela is not watching. I think she's out hiking or something. I think. I don't know. Let's go take Old Nogales Highway. I'd love to just sit and like chat with you guys. Honestly, this would be like so much fun. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna find Nancy. Today's the day, you guys. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. keep this going though. I got overheated yesterday, guys. I gotta admit, I'm not gonna lie. I had dreams about all those dead animals last night. It's okay. I might lose you at Old Nogales Highway, I'm not sure. But I'll do my best. I miss my Starlink. Starlink is so awesome. We'll get Starlink back up and running. I went to Best Buy. I tried to like solder 2 pieces of wire together to hook it up to a battery. Spent like 30 bucks. The Starlink battery was $240 and it's just dead. It's like 240 bucks. I'm gonna bill the Guthrie family. Actually, I'm gonna bill Porch Guy. I'm gonna bill him for this. Not the Guthries, they're crime victims. I'm billing the Porch Guy. I want some restitution. Rock. And roll. Okay. Let's try this Old Nogales Highway. Let's just see. You look at it on the map. It goes through the back way, sort of some lonely sections of road. Never driven it, I don't know. And then we'll search that, and then we'll come back this way. So that's my plan. Hopefully I can make it. Hopefully I don't run into any people with automatic weapons, graves. Let's do it. Oh, nothing like a little water on you to really cool you off. This is what cowboys used to do in Arizona. They would keep a bucket of water next to their bed. And they would have like a cotton sheet. And they would dunk the cotton sheet in the water. And then pull it over them. And sleep under a wet, thin cotton sheet before air conditioning. And then a couple hours later, they'd wake up, burning hot. They'd have to dunk their cotton sheet again. Okay, Old Nogales Highway. Let's see what this place has to offer, huh? Hopefully, today's the day and this is it. You know what I mean? We'll just go here just a short ways in case somebody got off right here. You know, it's just... it doesn't look sus to me. Uh-oh, water, mud. Ugh. Oh, my poor new bike. It's probably not even water. It's probably something I don't want to know. Given what I've seen so far. Okay, I'm not going there. Just quick, easy searches. Nico says 30 feet off the road. Whoa, wait, hold on. I just want to check that real quick. Oh, you know, I smelled something dead back there and then I got sidetracked. Decomp, that's what they call it, decomp. Shoot. I don't want to miss that. Remember, Jim, you don't have your gear on. Feel undressed. Feel naked. Oh man, should I go back there, you guys? We don't need roads, right? Does this look familiar? Yeah. Whoa! Sand! At least if I fall here, I won't get hurt. It was just a little ways up. I'll just breathe and smell as I drive. and then maybe it'll hit me again. The cow, I'm telling you guys, I could just smell it in my hotel room. It just smelled like dead cow. And I took everything outside and set it in the bed of my truck. Ugh. And then it was even like the molecules were like still like in my nostril. I don't know what it is. It's like, I gotta look it up on what causes. I hate backtracking. Do it all the time though. I think it was up there. Sorry, I know it's chaos. Where was that? You know, I think I'll just go back and like look at the stream tonight, maybe drive back here, then just search and search and search. It could be anywhere. I don't know. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. It wasn't really pungent. It smelled more like, I'm gonna tell myself it was just trash. I mean, remember I was talking about the dog and anyway, we'll go hit Old Nogales Road. I'm coming back this way anyway. We'll do it on the way back. Sorry about the chaos. Jump the pillow. Yeah, I miss my Starlink. That thing is awesome. I did like these 4-hour streams with no breaks, no interruptions. Game changer. This thing is like, you got your personal hotspot data, and AT wants to charge you. It's like every time you go on, it's an extra $15 per personal hotspot. You're out of personal hotspot data. I thought I had unlimited cellular. Oh no, that doesn't count. This is something different. Personal hotspot. We charge for that. Okay, this is Old Nogales Highway. We're gonna take this all the way up. When it looks suspicious, we're gonna search. This would be, this is the old road to Nogales, believe it or not. Everybody would go to Mexico this way. And then they came up with the bypass over there in like, probably like the 30s or 40s. And then, whoa, got bikers behind me. And then later, in the 50s, they came up with the freeway. It's all fenced off. Not sus. Traffic. Everybody drives with their phone to their face around here. The call is way more important than driving a vehicle. So we'll just take it up. Nothing here. I can see the perp heading this way. Oh, I gotta get to Mexico. Nancy's dead in my car. I know this old road that goes all the way to Nogales, or at least it cuts off the freeway. We'll get off on that. 30 feet off the road. And there's a house there. They'd see lights. One of these days, one of these bushes, one of these trees. What a sad thing to be doing, right? But that's missing person recovery. I've never done this before. I was all about treasure hunting, panning for gold, finding old houses. But you know what, you guys? People are basically lazy. They're basically lazy. There's a place, I'll tell you where it's at. It's right around Mariposa, California. There's a well-known Wells Fargo stage robbery. Like 10,000 in gold coins, whatever the heck it was. And everybody knows about it, right? I mean, it's on all the treasure books. Oh yeah, well-known stagecoach robbery. And pretty sure we know about collector. For this, written about it. True Magazine, True Treasure. Boom, there's like a and then boom, there's an old, and then boom, there's something there. There's stuff everywhere. Right, I could tell. Even though it's well known, look, there's a pack of dogs here. Like, he's a wild dog. There's more dogs in there. Get up. Get dog. Hey, you want some water? Pups. Hey, come here, boy. Come here. You want some water? Come here, boy. You want some water? Pups. Here. Try to give him some water. Shouldn't have yelled at him. Come on, boy. Want some water? Shoot. Hey, pups, you want some water? Here. Want some water? Yeah, there now. Shouldn't have yelled at him. He might have taken it. He looked thirsty. Welcome to Old Nogales Highway. Until, and it's been, these books are like from the 70s. It's got a good yeah, my cousin got me into all this stuff. He's a historian, is museum. Pull over in the here. I'm gonna run down just in case something drops. Sorry about that. Bar. Shot a bowl. I take it back. Give the dogs my water. Looked like a mama dog too, unfortunately. And she was like drooping, you know what I mean? And I guess that was the dad maybe with her. I don't know. Yeah, you know, and then you gotta stay focused on your mission, you know, honestly. You know. You can stop, give dogs water, that's okay, right? But I'm not gonna be calling the SPCA. Okay, this is sort of this is what I saw sort of on the aerial photograph. So right before we leave town. Whoa. Ah, your bike's poor dogs. I'll be finding them. I'll be finding them on my next trip. I'm like, oh, what's that smell? Nah, it's just a cover for this. Some loser. I can give water in this. I can give water in that. Ugh, it's yucky, but ugh. I don't know why I poison them. Clean out all this scum. It's okay, it's good enough for a dog. Dogs were right there. Try to figure it out. Just give me a second, you guys. See, they're walking. They know where they're going. They were walking right there. Lysol on that. Yeah, they probably like the grease. They're probably up in attack. Sort of a clear. I think they went right. This is their right here. Keep it right here. I can see right there. Put it in the shade, that way it'll last longer. Probably smell it. What's that smell? Yeah. Sign, you know? These dogs, look at dogs. Right? That'll in there. He's in. Maybe something else lure me to a. Right on. Stay focused. Mission creep. The mission. Be a force for good. That's what Tony Robbins says. I went to a Tony Robbins seminar. It's the only thing I got out of it. Be a force for good. I said, I like that. Concentrate. Right side of the road. I can see way in there, you guys. You know, not way in there, but let's see. You got to think they just left the houses back there. It would be further. The houses were right there. That pull off of there's a pull off right here. Somebody pulled over here. Where one person pulls off, others have before them. Look it up on your maps. Very interesting. You'll see what I see. It parallels the Nogales highway, which parallels the road to Mexico. So Nico thinks, oh, they went north. You know, I love Nico. He's smarter than me, but my hunch is south. So I'm going with my hunch. I did search north though. I searched like up by the Tom Mix Memorial, that highway all the way up there. I searched the frontage road of I-19 or I-10 to Tucson, along with, if you're just joining the channel, look at my stream, beginning my stream like 3 streams ago, and then a review where I've searched. You'll be like, what the heck? See, I just like this pull off, and then it's like, I'll pull over real quick. Yeah, you guys, if I said, hey, you know what? I put $1 million in a duffel bag, and it's out just outside of town, and you can have the $1 million, dude, there'd be like, everybody and their brother would be out here searching for the $1 million. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not equating Nancy to money, but Savannah offered the reward to try to get people out here, and it just doesn't seem to take. Except I've talked to a few people like those highway workers up on Reddington Pass. I says, hey, it's $1 million, you find this lady. Man, they're like, oh, we're on it. Then I went to like the homeless camps. You can pull over anywhere here. I told this homeless vet, ex-Marine, we wanted help with his car. He said, hey, can you help me with my Jeep? I says, are you kidding? You talked to the right guy. This is Exploring with Jim. I got full complement of tools. He says, no, I just need my soft top lifted because I'm disabled. I can't get out of my car. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I gave him a flyer because he lived out in an area like this. And I says, hey, can you search for this lady? She's missing. It's $1 million. And he's like this poor homeless vet. And he says, oh, I don't care about the money. I just want to find her. I'll look for her. I don't care about the money. I mean, some people are just sweet, you know. Like, man, this guy he's living on the edge. But he's worried about a life he can save. Right on, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I do. You sound like I'm joking. You guys, I'm like 50 people away from 31,000 subs. The subs, they come and go, you know, it's like a, but if I could get just a few more, I would reach 31,000 subscribers, which it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me money or anything. It's just when you're that close. It's a big deal to go over 30,000 though. I have people in my chat, they're like, hit the subscribe. Jim's so close to 30,000. And I'm like, huh, what? What are they talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, you're so close. Well, close to what? To like 30,000. I thought it was like 30,000 likes or... But then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh man, you're right. You guys put me over the top. And then YouTube sends me a thing, hey, congratulations. Yeah, they sent me an email. Wow. That was a big effort. Uh-oh. We know what's here. Yikes. It's sort of rough though. Welcome to Tucson, everybody. Oh, shoot. Killed it. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Especially subscribe. Give me to 31,000. We'll just go off the road a little bit. Nothing here. I like these plastic bags right here. Mother's Day. This one looks heavy and that's just sand. Jeep girl sends me a list. The pokey thingy, the sunscreen, snacks, all this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. What I bring? Water and a pair of gloves. I just want to travel light because I know how hot it is. It's all about survival. I like the idea in the chat. They says, oh, they put a dead body near the... I mean, they put a dead animal near the body to disguise the smell. Like this stuff... Oh, I smell something here too. But that's a brilliant idea. What's here? There's something here. I know what's here. Trouble. Trouble, that's what's here. Yeah, these people had a cat. Look, they got the cat here on their couch. Man. Or maybe a dog. It smells something, but it's not. Okay. One of those really furry dogs, like. I don't know, I think it's a cat. Yeah, so here you go. Nogales Highway there. Freeway, I can see the freeway over there. There we go into Mexico. Coming back. Tucson. And I'm over here. Live. Welcome to YouTube Live, you guys. What I'm doing right now, you'll see it. Whatever happens. Just don't smell anything there. I'm going to go with like odors a lot, I think. Not from the bike, but when walking. Because in the bike, it's too much going on. Yeah, but when you're walking and you can really concentrate. JLR went to where Brian Laundrie killed himself like months after he died. This was like, I don't know, 6 months after? Don't quote me, but he said you couldn't even get near the place. It stink so bad. And this was like 6 months after. Sure, it's Florida, wet environment. Out here, everything just like, out here, everything just dehydrates. Yeah, I didn't even know this was out here, you guys. I didn't know this was a dumping ground. I wanted to search along the road. But if I'm going to check this area off my maps, it's We got to get wet again. I'm gonna start missing the dog's water. Go back to the dog and say, hey, can I have some of that water back? Nah, I just don't. It may look like I'm just walking through, but I'm scanning very carefully, guys. My eyes are just darting. Woof, woof, woof. And I've done so much that not that I'm an expert or bragging or anything, but might lose you guys a little ways away from the bike. Yesterday was an effort. I won't lie. That area is just so messed up. Go back and watch the live, you guys. Nico says, check under every mattress. Oh, I know it'll find trouble. Whoa, snakes. Woo woo. Snakes. It's a den. Ooh, snakes and snakes and scorpions. Take out the scorpion. You got snakes, scorpions, all in one. Hey, little guy. Ooh, he's gonna sting. Look at that. I think they can really injure you. Look at that. He's gonna sting. And then here's a snake skin. Whoa. That snake lives in there. It's actually not rattlesnake though. That's oh man. Thanks, Nico. Thanks for the tip. Let's keep going. I just don't smell anything. I don't see anything really freshish. I think like this was the old dump, and then now they're dumping over the other. But we'll take it as far as the top of that hill. I just don't want to. I do sort of smell something around here. Oh, he's messing up the desert. In the chat, there was a bag once, and like a couple cans fell out of the bag when I was searching. And I read the chat. Lady's like, you're making it worse. Look at this hair. No, looks like hair. I don't know, fur. I learned my lesson. Don't touch it with your fingers. I don't know. It's fur. Maybe that's what I smell. Yeah, she's, oh, you're making it worse. It's like a little can fell out of a bag. How can you make this worse? This is like a nuclear bomb hit. Yeah, see, this is my idea, out of town a little ways, off to the side, they dump possibly a deceased person, and you throw it out here amongst all this other junk. Shoot. It's completely disguised. It's almost too much. Man. Well, if least anything, the Exploring with Jim channel has documented that Arizona needs to enforce some illegal dumping laws. It's gonna fall. Ever since my other bike fell and couldn't get it started, now I'm all paranoid. Stream's still up. Yeah, stream's up. Yay. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, just I'm looking for, it's a suitcase, bag that looks heavy. Anything out of the ordinary. Can't dig everything because then you would never like proceed. The next guy I see dumping out here, I'm going to give him a hard time. And we got some shooters here. They would have seen something. I wish I'd have told that guy, no cabrón, no dumpe aquí. Vámonos, dumpe a la casa. Take your trash back to your house. Whatever. You can always do things differently. If you didn't see that video, you guys, yesterday, caught some guy illegally dumping out here. Talked to him in my totally broken Spanish. I'm like, hey, amigo, you dumpe aquí? He says, no, I dumpe pa allá. I was, oh, mucha basura aquí. Yeah, I'll dump pa allá. Like, no, I'm not gonna dump here. I'll dump out further in the desert. That way, nobody will care. I'm like, whatever, dude. No license plate on his car. Man. Well, at least they keep the road clear. They don't dump in the middle of the road. I get it. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. I'm going as far as the top of that hill. Oh, there's a breeze. It's a little breeze. I'm not going to die of heat stroke for the next 5 minutes. Over here. Nope. It's an old sign. No dumping. I like when they have a sign that says no dumping. It's like, oh, really? I thought you could just dump. Wow. I mean, would you even really need a sign? I guess you do. I wasn't expecting this. It seems like it's using a lot of target practice, so maybe there's enough traffic through here. People shooting up all the bottles. Everything's shot up. That if Nancy was here, she's found already. I don't know. We won't put that up. Fate. We'll figure it out ourselves. Oh, nice. There's another one of these scooters. It doesn't work. Oh, here's more. Look at the carpet shoes. What is with these? Yeah. So they don't leave tracks through the desert. They walked all the way from over there, all the way from Mexico with these. And then you don't leave tracks, I guess. Found a lot of those. Looks professionally made. Anybody want a souvenir? Almost lost my hat. Yeah. So your iPhone, look at my iPhone just sitting out in the sun, right? You would think it would overheat. Oh, shoot. But the trick is don't have it in a case. If it's in a case, it just bakes in that case. Eventually it'll heat up out here, and then it'll die. But you know, honestly, this trash just looks older than the trash I saw yesterday. Man, come on! I don't smell anything. It's hard to know what to do. I need the Cajun Navy. Go here, all the retired deputies, and sweep through. Take about 10 minutes. They have their 40-page safety plan. Maybe a truck with a porta potty and ice water. Everybody with their orange vests. Sweep across the desert with their pokey stickies. But yeah, it's not happening. Nano says no. No searching. Can you imagine? Your mom goes missing, and the sheriff says, and the people say, hey, we're going to show up and search. We're the Cajun Navy. We find 50% of the people that are lost. And he said, no searching. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Everything's shot up. Look, everything's shot to pieces. I'm going as far as that, and then I'm going back on Old Nogales Road. Otherwise, there's a lot of people out here sort of shooting and stuff, so honestly, I think, I don't know, everything's been shot to pieces. I'd search as good as I can, one guy in the 100-degree heat. Really just got to sniff the air, honestly, at this point. There's the cart. People were begging me to go back to Annie's house because they saw a cart. They saw like this cart in the wash. Man, I made a special trip. You know, this is hidden over here, you know, it's sort of weird. I made a special trip over there to look for this cart. Dug it out, and it turned to be like a couple of broken wheels. Uh-oh. I think I broke a mirror. No, I don't think it broke. It was already broke, so there's no bad luck. Yeah, I was going to go as far as the top of this hill, you guys, and then say, which that looks like that's as far as they dump. Wow, oh, thank goodness. This kickstand is getting a workout. I'm going to take this for the dogs. Give some more water. It's a better bowl. It's okay. I already did that mission. What a mess. You can get a flat tire. Ay, ay, ay. That's not human. I don't think. Somebody in the chat can... I'll never be as smart as 2,000 people in the chat. It's just the hip is just too small. It's weird. It's at the hip, I guess. But very large spine. That's unhuman. If it is, have me come back here. If it is, I'll come back. Pin the location. Call law enforcement. How many times people in the chat tell me, call law enforcement? Ah, rattlesnakes. I need, you know, I've called law enforcement, called on the bloody pants, called on the bloody jacket. It took them like a week to come out. Never heard anything. Other people have called on things. You know, maybe they're taking it more seriously though, because they came out for AJ's stuff, even though it was just like Native American, I think. But if I find something, you guys, I'll know what it is. Don't worry. He's just riding around. He's not taking it seriously. We had people in the chat yesterday. They're just sitting on their couch, looking for an excuse to complain. Wishing they were the ones. And then others, Jim, you're doing a great job. Jim, let me buy you some water. Somebody was sending me money for water. Pam, I think. Pam. Jim, here's money for your dinner and water. Pam, you know what I did? I went out, I bought my dinner, and I bought some water. There's a lot of, I hate to single anybody out because so many people helped me, but I'm just riffing. Thought I smelled something, but that's sort of my new method. Like if I had a dog, you know, a dog that could smell decomp and just ride around with them in a side by side. He'd be like, over there. Good boy. I don't like the way that stuff's piled over there. Let's go look. Yeah, I was a little nervous. I saw those dogs. It's like a pit bull and then the black mama dog. And I'm like, oh, okay. People get attacked by these dog packs all the time. I'm really not afraid of a dog pack, honestly. Unless the dog pack is wearing, like, you know. If the dog pack's wearing Kevlar, then I'd be worried. You know, I looked here already. I flipped that. Oh, this is what I... Rattlesnake. Man, that rattlesnake I found in... I forget the name of the town. There's so many places. Rio Lobo or... Pico Rio. Man, he was just snapping. Just like, man, he just I uncover him and he just did no rattle. Just snap, 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 snap. Like, whoa. It's for a doll. You know, I know that it's nylon, you guys. You can just tell. It just glistens. Yeah, the rattlesnake's trying to get me. My cousin is bit by a rattlesnake. The museum curator. He is running the museum in El Paso. And he had rattlesnakes as pets, if you can believe it. And he's feeding the rattlesnake and it bit him. It's in the army. And as soon as he went to the army base hospital, they're like, whoa, rattlesnake bite. We've never had one of those before. Look, we're going to try a new technique on you. We're going to try something new. We're going to fix this a new way. We're going to cut your arm. And they started cutting, and he was bit here. They started slicing his arm all the way up and just bleeding, like all the venom will come out. He started getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and then until he's like gonna die. And they kept cutting his arm all the way up to try to like come up with some new method of treating a rattlesnake. Somebody had an idea, and he's gonna die. And they called his dad, my uncle, says, "Oh, your son's gonna die from a rattlesnake." He's like, "What the heck?" "Yeah, but we're gonna give him some anti-venom." And finally, when he's gonna die, the army gives him this anti-venom, and he just like comes out of it like, "Oh, I'm gonna live." Yeah. So if you get bit by a rattlesnake, don't go to an army doctor. Quick break, you guys. I'm just gonna drink some water. I have to like take my helmet off to drink water. Sorry about that. Oh. We'll take a break with Gilligan here at the boat. Man. You guys want to see my injury from yesterday? I'll show you my injury if you want. Put yes in the chat. You want to see the injury? I can show you real quick while I'm on break. I got a hard union break. Why I put the phone in the shade though? I don't know, that's fine. Okay. Sure. Yes, yes. Thanks for all you do. All right, I'll show you the injury real quick. And then we'll go hit Old Nogales Highway. I don't mind showing off the Exploring with Jim injuries. It's fine. Let me try to cover the phone so it doesn't overheat. We'll do it real quick. Nobody's doing anything else right now, right? You guys got anywhere to go? Wait, let me get my coffee. I'll cover the phone with a glove. 2 minutes. There we go. The water's literally hot. It's literally hot. That's the way it goes. I'll tell you what it takes. Man. Just sit right back and I'll tell a tale of a fateful trip that happened on this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, skipper brave and sure. 1,000 passengers. Look at this. I'll show you my injury, you guys. Oh, you know, it looks better. It's better. I'm using gloves because I was kicking all those dead animals. Ready? Okay. I'm on my toenails. They're a little yellow. Look. See the purple? Oh, that hurts, you guys. There you go. It's all for Nancy, guys. This is your search. That's nasty, right? People are like, oh, you need some toenail fungus remover. Hey, you know what? You get up in your 60s, your toes will look like that too. I don't care. You guys have been with me, thick and thin. Boats in the desert. What's up with that? If we lose the stream, you guys, thanks for coming along. Just want to make sure that's clear. I got to get back on this mission. I don't even know how it happened. Honestly, I don't even know how it happened. Yesterday, I just like, hey, it hurts to walk. And then I like take off my shoe. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Your toes blue. Maybe it's lack of circulation. Just kidding. Yeah, we're kicking all these dead animals, man. You don't want to touch that stuff. Nasty. Let's go. I'm going back to Nogales Highway. I'm going to search alongside the highway. I like that better than this. Still rolling? We're rolling. We're rolling tape. Yeah, my cousin got bit by a rattlesnake. He, this museum curator guy got me into all this stuff when I was a little kid. On my members only live stream, it shows, I got a picture of him and I, and I'm like 6. And then, he's like big adventurer, you know, good at Egypt. It's like going in these tombs. All these bones inside these Egyptian tombs. And then says he was at Egypt in the flea market in Cairo. Flea market in Cairo, and there's a guy selling these crocodiles. He had like these baby crocodiles, like a crocodile had like babies or something. This guy had in a terrarium these little crocodiles. And my cousin's like, hey, how much you want for the crocodile? Because he's into reptiles. How much you want for a crocodile? Guy's, oh, 50 denarii or whatever it was. I think we searched all here. We'll go back to the highway. And so he buys this crocodile. And then he was living in Germany. And he's like, okay, I'm going to bring it home. So he like hides it in his clothes, this baby crocodile, takes it back to Europe, and then I come visit him. Whoa, we're back to the road already. This is awesome. And he's got this little kiddie pool, right, with this baby crocodile. I'm like, whoa, that's cool, dude. You got this crocodile? He's like, yeah, let's go to the fish market, buy fish, feed the crocodile. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And he'd like pick it up, hold this crocodile, and he's like, it turned into a pet. Like the crocodile knew him, and like we're like, it's crazy, I know, right? Pet crocodile, true story. And then I go back to visit him again. And this crocodile's bigger, you know. First it was just little, now it's like 3.5 feet long. I'm like, whoa, dude, your crocodile's getting big. He's like, yeah, feed it good. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with this thing? He's like, oh, it's my crocodile, you know. And then he had like his band he put on its mouth so it wouldn't snap at him. And then yeah, so he had this crocodile. Whoa, it's hot. And we go buy fish and stuff. And the thing is, man, you feed this crocodile, even though it's like 3.5 feet long, 4 feet long, And I'm like, what kind of crocodile is that? He says, a Nile crocodile. I'm like, Nile crocodile? Don't these things get like 20 feet long and like swallow people whole? And he said, yeah, I think so, you know. It's cool, huh? I'm like, I don't know. And then, yeah, we'd feed the crocodile. And the crocodile, when you give it a fish, it's like its instincts would kick in. And it would start to like do like this death roll. And like parts of fish just flying all over the place. I'm like, dude, this is nasty. But, you know, it wasn't that bad. Because it all stayed in sort of the kiddie pool. And then, yeah, so you had this crocodile. Whoa, what's that? And, yeah. Anybody listen to the story? Or you're just chatting? And then I'd go visit him like a year. Fly super cheap. Go to Germany. Nah, it's the wrong backpack. I remember when we were first looking for Nancy, everybody find a backpack and they like call law enforcement, oh, backpack, and they come out like, oh, they found a backpack. Now it's like, I found 1 million backpacks. Get a good wave. Maybe it's, you gotta be aware though, you never know who's watching the live stream. If you're getting close, you don't know where they're going, you know what I mean? Maybe he's watching me say that. Oh, excuse me. And then I go back, visit my cousin. He lives in an apartment. And the next time, dude, I swear, this crocodile's like 6 feet long, man. It's like this big, 200 pounds. I'm like, dude, your crocodile's gigantic. It's so funny, man. I just think about this story. And it just lived walking around the apartment. And I would sleep like on the couch, right? And there's a crocodile in the room with me on the couch. And he would be in his pool with like just his eyes showing, you know? Just like his eyes. Just looking at me. I'm like, dang, man, that thing wants to eat me. I'm like, dude, you're crocodile. So yeah, he's great, isn't he? I'm like, do you realize it's freaking 6 feet long and like 300 pounds? So yeah, they get pretty big. You're making the desert worse. This is how you find people, man. You just never freaking know. Yeah, I am making it worse. No decomp in that bag. And then so when I would sleep, I would like gather like the furniture and like make like a fort around me. I sleep on the couch and I have like it's like all the chairs and flip a table on its side so I could be safe from the Nile crocodile. Story. You can ask anybody I know. And then eventually you can't keep a crocodile in a German apartment forever, unfortunately. Well, now we're in civilization again. Interesting. What's going on here? Look, it's like wild man. How's it going, brother? Yeah, what happened to the crocodile? Eventually, there was like, you had to move the crocodile because it was just getting too much. And they're like, how do you get a 7-foot crocodile out of a 10th floor apartment? And they came up with this idea, like you put it in like a sleeping bag and then take it out like 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's in the elevators. Long crocodile. Eventually it had to go to like one of these marine sanctuaries. It's living its best life. You can go visit it, I think, in like this some park in Europe. It's the only tame Nile crocodile in the world. Yeah, sorry, how do you like? Yeah, we're back to civilization here, you guys. Old Nogales Highway. This would have been the way to Mexico in like probably like the 1800s. I started on the road. We'll keep it going up here. We find more areas to search. I could see somebody going this way. You know what I mean? And then getting back on the main road and heading out. So I've searched all the frontage roads on 19 South. I've searched 86. I've searched Highway 83. Sort of the way you should, you know, under all the trees along the highway. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, see here it connects. Here it connects to the main road again. You could, you know, if you're coming this way, you could have got off here. This is the road to Mexico right there. Nogales Highway and East Lumber Street. If I disappear, this is where you can start the search. Nogales Highway and East Lumber Street. What's in there? I'd like to look. It looks like an abandoned house. Let's go look on the edge first before we go inside. Nah. Wow, very interesting. I think it's, I don't know. Oh, God. Go to okay. No, I'm not laughing. You just must go to urgent care. Jim, Jeep Girl. Yeah, okay. Jeep Girl, what? It's just a bruise, you guys. Don't stress out. Somebody saw a skull. Yeah, man. Go back, please. Yeah, Chatter saw a skull. Somebody's saying you guys saw a skull. So I'll go look. Just, I've covered so much ground. Darn it. Where's the skull, you guys? I'll go look. I'll go there immediately. I didn't see it, and I'm just a little suspicious because I look very carefully and I can see way better than the camera. But We'll try to figure this out. If you guys saw skull, I don't want to go further. I got all sorts of issues right now. For one thing, I broke my glasses. It's in 2 black bags. Okay. Skull in the last black trash bag. So I'm reading, the chat's a little delayed, you guys. So I'm going to sort of ask you. The skull is in the last 2 black trash bags. Like I went to these trash bags and they sort of broke open on me and it looked like sort of like lawn debris, something like that, not too far back. Is that what you're talking about? Let's kiss and make up. I personally think people are trolling you. You know, this happens a lot, but it's all part of the game. It's fine. Urgent care. I'm not going to urgent care. It doesn't even hurt. I appreciate the I appreciate the concern though. I'll go back and look at those 2 black trash bags. It's no problem. Violet Blue says no trolling. If Violet Blue says no trolling, there's no trolling. Okay, let's go. Let me just read chat just a couple more minutes just to make sure that's exactly where you guys want to go. I'll go over there and check it out, you guys. We'll go back over there. And if I'll go to the trash bags, what I'm thinking about, and then if that's it, say, yeah, this is the spot. If not, I'll go back further. It's okay. I could easily miss something. No problem. I just hope the signal holds out. I'm going to run out of hotspot data pretty soon. It's all, but I appreciate the tip, honestly. We'll give it a shot. Skull in the black bag. I mean, it's a perfect spot, just like tossed over the edge. Yeah, always got to be careful out here. Dinner and water on the Haynes twins. Misty, is that you again? Some people are amazing, honestly. I don't know what to say, Misty. Is that you again, Misty? Man, so sweet, man. I need some more water, Misty. I'm down to my last 2 liter. Half of it goes on my back, though. Gave a bunch to the dogs. Let's go back and see what you guys are talking about. It's not far back. At least I found some shade here for a minute. The Haynes twins. Must be awesome being a twin. You always got like a best friend, you know. Someone who just thinks just like what you do. Wear the same clothes. Famous in high school. I had like one of my best friends in college, and then Name was Matt. Guy was great. Hung out with him 24/7. And then he's like, oh yeah, there's these twins. Forget their names. It's twins. I'm like, oh, let's go out with the twins. These girls are in college. I'm like, yeah, I'm game. Let's go. So I had one twin. He had the other. We go out. Awesome girls, just like so nice. Like, I mean, perfect, right? Sweetest people you can imagine. The problem was, like, the girl, my twin, the girl I went out with, she fell in love with me immediately. She's like, it's like, just, you could just see it in her eyes. But Matt, his twin, she hated him. She's like, oh, this guy's this guy. And then it was just uncomfortable. Him and my best buddy, his twin hates him. My twin loves me. And me and him were like, I mean, we're just buddies. And you know what? It just didn't work out with the twins. Where is this black plastic bag? Yeah, it must be awesome to have a twin. They were exactly alike. Oh, they're right there. Let's see if this is the one. So I don't go to... A skull, huh? There was cardboard in there, you guys. There was a bunch of cardboard. I don't know. It looked sketchy. It did look sketchy. I mean, it's a perfect spot. Stop here, throw it over there. Are these the bags we're talking about? Or do I need to go back further? So for the skull people, are these the bags? And then I'll check the chat. I don't mind coming back, honestly. If you see something, please let me know. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, a bunch of yeses. Oh my goodness, this is like one of the first times like me and the chat have like really hit it off, where you say go back to something and then I actually find it. A lot of times I'm like, oh, where was that? Very interesting. Look, they're gonna set it on fire. You guys, I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up. I think it's just cardboard in here, but we'll. I'm game for a look. It is definitely sketchy. In this bag, you guys, this is freaking poop. It is literally. I don't mind dumping it because it looks all biodegradable. This is literally like poop. Cow poop. It's dry. But like, I mean, like one of the other people was saying, hey, they disguise things, you know. Put the dead body by a dead dog. It's so brilliant. I would never thought of that. This could be anything. This is weird. I don't mind making a mess. I mean, Arizona is such a freaking flippin' disaster already. What are you gonna do, right? Sorry, Arizona. It's all cardboard though. Mostly it'll just go away. There's no skull, you guys, but I don't mind you bringing me over here. There is like an ankle brace, like a knee brace. Yeah. No skull, you guys. I'm sorry. I wish there was. Wish we could end this right now. Right here and now. It's perfect though. Pull over, toss the plastic bags over the fence, keep driving. I mean, this is how it's gonna happen. This is like they say in the movie Gold. So this is how it happens. And they say, yeah, this is how it happens. That is how it happens. Sorry, you guys. So this is how it happens. Yeah, the knee brace is weird, right? Like, why is this knee brace out here? I don't know. It's not related. I'm not going to try to make a big deal out of it. Let's take it up the road. Wasn't that far? Man, it's nice not having that heavy motorcycle gear on. Might run a hotspot day to you guys. Might get down to 1 bar. If anything happens, if you lose the stream, if I drop out, it's all good. I'll get back on when I get back to the car. Don't anybody call 911. Got a little swollen toe, no big deal. It didn't even hurt. It's just a bruise. When I get home, I'm gonna rub some dirt on it, you know? Just rub dirt on it. It's just another injury. Cactus. Spun around. What else? Oh, I hit my knee on that train. You know, as you get older, you just get clumsier. Fact. But the hater. Life would be boring without the haters though, right? Okay, let's start over. Oh, that was my tree. Look, the only shade in eastern Arizona. What's with these boats? For mission. Interesting nursery out here. Boy, these plants get plenty of sun, don't they? Looks like pyracanthus, I think. No glass bottles allowed. This looks really interesting. Schultz, home of the Conran quarter horses. Man, come on, Nancy. Wow, somebody's got a nice ranch here. Horses, stables. I'd go over there, but they might get mad. I hope my dogs found the water. I might stop back by there on the way back. If they drank it, we'll fill it back up again. Wish I hadn't yelled at her, get out of the road. Because it seemed like she wanted to come over, you know. But honestly, I thought it was I didn't think it was a stray. I thought it was like somebody's dog. I didn't want to get hit. Yeah, I just don't see it out here. See somebody coming in here 4 a.m. I don't know, maybe back there, you know. Maybe out of luck out here. But I think at the end of this road where it dead ends, because I see it on the map where it dead ends, and that seems to be like you just looked at my Google Earth so many times. Compare it to the topo map, compare it to the land use map, compare it to the atlas. We'll just take it to the end of this road. Probably no signal out here. I don't know, you guys might be breaking up. That toe. It's not even really swollen. I think it was when I was on the searching the cabin of the boat. I think I would search that. Nah, it's nothing. It's full of dirt. Rattlesnake. Yeah, nothing. Look at this. There's animals on this thing. Like a lion. Weird. Uh-oh, she's property. How's it going, sister?
Huh? Yeah,
You do?
I think so. You guys are riding tricks out on by Aerostation. You're riding tricks.
Yeah, that's me. Does this road dead end up here pretty soon?
Well, you keep going, you go past where they shoot, go up the hill, straight a little bit and down, and then it dead ends right there.
It dead ends right there? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. You got air conditioning on in there? No air conditioning. Yeah, you're sweating a little bit. I know, man, it's hot. Yeah, that's what I've been doing all day, just pouring water on myself.
The HVAC system went out on it.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to bypass it for me.
Take a paper clip, and then there's like 3 points, and you bypass that, and then that's when you start. It'll start the motor, and then you can refill it with the refrigerant you get at the store. Yeah, you have to just.
I don't know how to do all that again.
I know, man. I wish I could help you.
That's okay. It's all good. I know it can be done.
Yeah.
A jumper what?
It's just there's 2 points, and you bypass it like that. You just push them in there, and then your pump will start, and then that's when you can that's when you can add the Freon. Yeah, it'll work. I've done it 100 times, and then.
I like the bike.
Thanks, sister. Right on. It's good to see you again, huh? Okay. Right on. Okay, will do. She's all I remember. I remember you were at the creek somewhere. Like, what? Whoa, wait. Creek. She's driving and it's 100 degrees. She has no air conditioning and all the windows are up. Like, I assume she had AC because the windows are up in the car. But she's just pouring water on herself as she goes. She's a nice lady though. Yeah, I'd love to fix it for her. I could fix that in 10 minutes. Yeah, see any skulls down there, you guys? I wish. I know everybody's trying. The bags are too big. It's crazy dump though, right? I mean, come on, you guys, it's a freaking river. The TV's in a river. Man. Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I don't want to tell you guys. The stream up. Let me try to find shade. If she'd go get the Freon and a paperclip, she'd be running pretty with AC, and she's going into summer. Honest to God, you guys, I smell decomp right here. So but it's just too steep. Let's see, let me see. As Nico would say, decomp. Let me turn off the bike so I can hear. Yeah, I smelled something dead down there. Ah, I definitely smell it. We'll try to figure it out, you guys. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute. Ah, something dead down here, you guys. If I find human, you guys, I'm gonna freaking throw up. I know it's just gonna be another dog. But you never know. Let's just get ready, just in case. I think that's stupid cactus. It's over there. Sorry, it's got sticks in my shirt. And get another broken toe. Just smell something, but what the hell? Where is it? To get in all this mess. Oh, it's there. It's right there. Ugh, nasty. Ugh. Yeah, that's what it is right there. I can just spot it, you guys. I don't know. I'm not sure. I see hair in like a ball, like a skull or something. Yikes. Ugh. Yeah. Hold on. That's nasty. Yeah, it's definitely hair on a big ball, like a skull or in that black trash bag right there. So, call law enforcement. I need a stick. Hope the stream's up. Bike's way over there. I need a good stick. Yeah, there's definitely something dead in that bag. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's another wild boar. It looks too small for a human, but it could be a part. Could be the top. I don't know. Let's check it out. We should have the chat down here. You guys would be like, oh, do this, do that. You always get advice. We'll stand on this TV set. That is nasty. Hopefully the wind blows this way. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Hold your breath. I don't know, man. I don't freaking know. Ugh. My God, that's nasty. Is that a human head? Is that human hair? I don't know. Ugh. No, it's a dog. Look. You see the canine teeth? Yeah. It's a dog. There's the jaw. Ah. Okay, whatever. I'm not looking at that anymore. It's a dog. I can smell it though. It's like you can just, and then okay, you guys check this out, right? Think. I'm looking at that plastic bag. The plastic bag's been sitting in the sun, and it's sort of the sun is drying it and rotting it, and I would say that's, you know, that's a couple months old. It's not yesterday. It's probably about the right time frame. 2 months, 3 months. It's not 6, because it probably would have completely fallen apart. Yeah. If something's in a plastic bag and it's dead and it's beside the road, oh God, I smell it. You'll find it. Whatever. It's not $1 million. Oh my goodness. Stream working? I think so. I got some passengers. Yeah, I didn't. I'd give you a close up, but you know what? It's just not worth it. Take my word for it. But then they're saying no, but I just don't see that as being a camouflage for something else. You know, I gotta think about that all the time, though. Honestly, there's just a lot to learn, a lot to think about. Wish I had my Starlink. That's like the dump. Huh. I meet friends everywhere I go. She's, oh, I know you. I remember you. You were down in the creek. I'm like, what creek? Is there even? There's no water around here. Just seems like, you know, as far as it just is another dumping area, guys, but it just seems like there's too much activity in here. We'll swing through though. You see things, it looks like a skeleton or something. Right over here, what was that? It's just cactus. I just ride around and smell for decomp, honestly. I could have saved myself a lot of time just doing it that way, honestly. The smell's unmistakable. People are, oh no, you want to smell now? It's been too long. All the armchair experts. Nobody knows. You need to do like scientific double-blind testing, you know? Ah, we'll put one dead coyote here, and then see how long until this environment. Yeah, my twin was so disappointed. I still feel guilty. She is so nice. Like, you go out with somebody and they're like so awesome, so perfect. There's not a thing you could object to. Friendly, cheerful, and then just sort of, you know, maybe you ghost them a little bit, and then they look at you like, oh, you're ghosting me. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I'm buddies with this guy, your sister don't like him, whatever. It's all good. I like that new term, ghosting. Oh yeah, ghosted me. We didn't have that when I was young. Ghosted. Maybe it was, I just wasn't clued in. Okay, Arizona. What do you got to say for yourself? Why would they dig and then find this rock? Weird. It's like they're gonna build a house. This is the door. Ugh. That's weird. That's double weird. No decomp. Oh, somebody made a heart. I wonder if anybody's called about the grave. I give them the opportunity. All those people that were telling me to do it. Wonder if they put their money where their mouth is. Little motorcycle just waiting patiently. I'm here. Come back. Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched Says Eating Breakfast, as I usually do. I was watching AJW. I love that guy. He's so patient. I mean, he has the patience of Job. There's this, he met like this lady that goes in the desert, and she's talking about this ancient woman that was found out there, this Native American from 500 years ago, and about the bone he found, and he's telling us long stories. He's so patient, he just listens. I'd be like, can you just get to the point? The point was that the lady there was a skull from 500 to 800 years ago. But it took a long time to get there. And that's when I first saw his bone, I'm like, you know, that looks pretty old. It's pretty deep. And then, what an interesting interview, though. I guess it's AJW News, so maybe he does this sort of stuff. I don't do that sort of stuff. I'm more just like, get out and do this, but... And then she builds rock temples out in the desert, and I mean out in the wash. This is in the wash right by her apartment. I guess he found the bone right by her apartment. And then she builds rock temples or some formations, and then talks to the spirit of the Native American that was found a few years ago. I mean, it's funny. Nico says that Nico says that the killers will come to let's say Nancy's buried over there. The killers will come over there and they'll talk to their victim. This lady talks to the spirit of the dead Native American. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think she's very spiritual, and it's beautiful, honestly. It's way better than drinking or something, or doing whatever other hobbies you're gonna do. But it was a very interesting interview. But I guess probably there's more. And then the bone is missing, right? She's like, oh, I came here and it looks like somebody just dug it all up. There's those bone collectors. They'll go find Native American graves and dig it up, and they have his bone collection. Very weird, very ghoulish. And she was wondering if someone had dug up AJ's bone and then put in their collection, or sort of reminds me of Two Guns, Arizona, where the guy collected all the Native American bones. And then I don't think there's anything here at the end of the road, you guys. This is just a shooting area. Probably people wandering all around in here. This was sort of my goal. Search all the way to the end of this road, because it's just so lonely, so easy to dump things. Yeah, so and live streaming this stuff is sort of a double-edged sword, People can see this, and then oh yeah, there's Native American grave out there. Let's collect the bones. Hopefully not. Hopefully it was, the tribe came out there and they're going to repatriate. They're very sensitive about that stuff. I know where I'm from in California, it's like a felony to collect Native American bones. It's you don't want to do that. Not only that, just the karma. But yeah, very interesting. AJ just he really, I'd recommend, if you haven't seen it, go back. I don't mind sending people to other streamers. A lot of people, some of these other guys are do not mention the name of another YouTuber Unless I say it first like that. Yeah, you know. I've actually made comments on some other YouTubers. They're on Nancy Guthrie case, and I'll make a comment, hey, that's a great idea, and they'll delete it. Like, they'll delete the comment. They don't let me comment. I don't know why. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not really sure. But AJW. AJ, and then the word double spelled out, and then U. I think that's AJ double U, and I think news maybe. This morning's stream. Does a great job. I like to watch him in the mornings, and it gets me sort of enthused to get out. All right, I'm taking it back, you guys. Shade. Shade is rare here. Water. Yeah, I'm trying today. I just didn't have the gumption. I just didn't see myself going out there and digging through the rest of that trash off Old Airport Road, you know? I might do it later this afternoon, I don't know. It's hot. The water's hot. That's that lady in the car was doing. She's just pouring water all over herself. All the windows up and no air conditioning, and it's 100 degrees. I don't get it. We'll roll the windows down. I don't know. Maybe the windows don't work either. It's possible. Right on. Man. Now I'm just looking in this stream, watching myself. I can watch myself drink. Miss Blue Rose says, great search today, Jim. Thanks, Miss Blue Rose. You know, I bet you know, like I said, to be as smart as everybody in the chat. Yeah, why would you drive on a dirt road with all the dust flying in your car? Thank you for solving that mystery. That's funny. You're 100% right. I remember doing myself rolling up the windows. Durr. So smart. Bree says warm water is better than no water. Yeah, no doubt, right? Nico says dog is disguise. Yes, 100%. Somebody else has told me that before. Somebody in the chat says Nico says dog in disguise. TB investigates. Thank you so much. Yeah, another person has clued me in on that. And when I see a dead animal, then I search more, you know, honestly. I wish I'd have known that, you know. Nico taught me a lot of things, but I don't remember him saying that, you know, but he's 100% right. I remember him saying you get out and do the slam the door test, where you slam the door, and if you hear a dog bark, then you know, like, the killer would hear that dog bark too, and then he'd go to another spot. That's the only thing I remember about dogs, but I don't know. Nico's coming in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll meet here. How many miles? Let's check. 540 miles. So my old bike, searching for Nancy Guthrie, I put over 1,500 miles on that bike. And this one has another 500. Some of those are Route 66 though. So probably 300 of those are Route 66. And so maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. A lot of miles. How many miles walking? I'm gonna check my fitness out. Honestly, go home and hikes after this. Please go back to those dogs, Jim. Your conscience will bother you. I gave them some water. I'll go back there and I'll give them some more water. Yeah, Jeep Girl says go back to Best Buy. See if they have. I went to Best Buy, Jeep Girl. They do not have it. The only thing I could do would be to do like an Amazon to a hub, and the first they could deliver would have been like this afternoon, and then I just couldn't wait that long. I'll fix it at home. Hey, June says I have 31,000 subscribers. Thanks everybody for hitting the subscribe. If you want to cancel later, it's fine, but at least we hit 31,000. I'll take a screenshot of 31,000. That's awesome. Yeah. The dog behind you. Gator Cheer 04. Thanks for being back. I appreciate you being in the stream. Dog behind you. It's hard to know. Yeah, so if you're talking about the dog coyote up there, I opened that bag. There's a dead dog in there. I looked all around. There's nothing but like some household trash. No other sus. Unless it's under the TV set. I just didn't flip over the TV sets, but I mean the smell was completely emanating from that bag, you guys. Honestly, I looked there. Honestly, it's not a disguise there. Anyway, I know you'll second guess me, but it's fine. Everybody's entitled to their like I know it's a, what do they call this? Crowdsource. This is a crowdsource search, you guys. So I like to do what you guys ask me to do because it is crowdsourced, it's crowdfunded, it's yeah, so it's crowdsourced. I go back, search where you want me to search, but I take my word for it. There's nothing by that dead dog except a couple of broken large screen TVs. All right, you guys. Oh yeah, before I forget, like, just tell you guys, like, a couple of Tucson locals, people who live in the area, actually reached out to me. If you need anything on, they live up in the Catalina Mountains. Somebody in the chat, they live in the Catalina Mountains. They're like, hey, if you need anything, we're here. You know, anything you need. So nice. I mean, people are so nice. And then, oh, I can smell that dog here. And then we exchanged some emails and stuff, and then probably gonna pay them a visit later this afternoon, later this evening. I think we'll have dinner over there, which, you know, even if I don't find Nancy, at least I found all of you guys, you know that? So many nice people. People inviting me over. Oh, it's so nasty, I can see it right here. I just... just don't want to go down there. Is this what you're talking about, you guys? Want me to go down there and then like look in the plastic bag next to the dead dog? Now don't troll me, okay? Don't be like, oh yeah, let's make him do this, make him do that. If you honestly... You saw what I saw down there. No. Yes. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I looked when I was down there, you guys. Honestly. The nose habit. Ugh, the smell is just overpowering. I mean, it's... I wish I could tell. I wish I could describe it. I wish I could describe it. And then it just... It's not bacteria, like it's like molecules, you know what I mean? It's like something in the oxygen. The oxygen atom is reacted with some sort of something breaking down chemically, and then it gives off some other type of molecule that is just nasty. The cow was the worst though. The cow was one gigantic disaster. Yeah, Old Nogales Highway. I had great hopes for this spot. I saw this on the map, like, okay, it's the old way to Mexico, dead ends down there, locals will know about it. Sort of that neighborhood we were at the other day is right over there, with like people over there. One of the sketchy neighborhoods in all of Tucson. Kidnapping Nancy, bringing her back there, something happening, dumping her in this vicinity of one of these roads, out in these trash dumps. That's what I was shooting for today. And someday one of these will bring this lady home and it'll be like gigantic, you know? If that was big news of finding like a prehistoric leg bone, what do we actually, somebody actually brings her home. AJ, bring her home. Alex, Righteous Monkey, somebody. Exploring with Jim. Pima County Search and Rescue. Cajun Navy. Well, we didn't have our gear on today, but I took it. It's like if I had all my gear on, I'd be like, what? Flying up this in between the trees. But at least I won't. I feel relatively cool. I'm not going to have like prickly heat rash. And honestly, one day, man, I felt, literally I was riding the bike, I really felt faint. Like, I mean, just on the verge of feeling faint, you know, not, I'm just smelling for decomp, you guys, honestly. A lot of this. Came downwind. I'm like a dog. I need a decomp dog trained on smelling this stuff. Man, we could cover a lot of ground together. Something in the chat will be like, I know where you can rent one. You guys are so smart. It'd be amazing to find a backpack with a gun in it and a ski mask. That'd be like the ultimate. Nope, that's not it. God dang it, there's a freaking cactus. See, that's when you don't have your gear on, you get cactus. Anyway. Cajun Navy has those dogs. People are like, Jim, stop bitching about the Cajun Navy. They find 50% of the people they look for. I like the other side of the road right there. Wait. And you found 0%. Nah, it's no good. It's this divider. Nobody can pull over here. Trying my best, you guys. This is a legit search. I mean, I'm legit. If this was someone I knew, some loved one of mine, and I had tears in my eyes, and I was just, oh my God, I gotta find her, I wouldn't be doing anything different than I'm doing right now. This is exactly what I'd be doing. And I smell decomp. Ugh. Oh my God, there's something in there, you guys. Nasty as shit. I don't know what it is, you guys. There's something in there. Just smell it. And then what are these bugs? Look at that. Look at those things. There's like 1 million of them. They're like feeding. Something in that. I need a stick. We'll figure it out. I can smell the decomp. Whoever it is, they laid them on top of a... Nico says, check all the mattresses. You know, so crazy. It's gonna be a dog or something. I feel it in here. Ugh. What the hell is it? It's like a... something. I don't know, dude. This could be something really sketchy. I'm telling you, this could be something really, really sketchy. This could be something really sketchy. It's wrapped up. It's like wrapped up in this blanket. And there's just and there's like blood and maggots. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Let me get ready. That's really nasty, you guys. I don't wanna... well, let me just get the bike in position here. Everything has to be ready. I don't know, man. Did I touch that? Yeah. Is the stream up, you guys? Okay. You know, you gotta like take a peek before. I found so many dead animals, dead this, dead that, that you just have to, before you call law enforcement. It's right there. Oh, it's a dog. Damn, dude, that's so nasty. It's somebody's dog wrapped up in there. These poor dogs just... Ugh. Poor guy. Sorry, pups. You deserve better. Man. Yeah, it's a dead dog. How many? I'm gonna go back through my streams. I just want to get away from it a little ways, you guys. Sorry. It's another dead dog right there. No, it's a... I think that's a raccoon. Sorry, I know. Somebody emailed me, Jim, stop messing with the dead animals. And, you know, I'm just looking, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not doing this on purpose. You smell decomp. It's laid on a mattress, wrapped up in a blanket. What are you going to do? And then you determine what it is. And then I don't blame you though. It's sketchy. Yeah, it's nasty. Could be a person. Could be a kid. Could be a freaking kid in there, you know what I mean? Hey. You know, there's no way to tell by the odor. I think that every dead thing smells the same. Yeah, it's not pretty. Searching for missing people along the sides of roads is just not a good hobby. Oh, I dropped a piece of paper. You think anybody will notice? Be like everybody else, just... Yeah, these stuffs will kill anything, huh? Oh, well. How many tunnels do I look through? Yeah, I just don't like this place for. I'm getting like these techniques where you ride, where the wind blows towards you and you ride upwind and just detect odors, you know, honestly. So crazy. What a occupation. How's Nico and his team do this? Brrr. Big screen TV. Hi, puppies. Oh man, the dogs, right? People want me to go back, give water to the dogs. Should I do that, you guys? See, you get off mission, you know what I mean? I hate getting off my mission. That's what happens. I gave the dogs water. You want me to give the dogs more water? I gave the dogs water. What am I going to do? Go all the way back there, see if the water's drank. If it's drank, give it more water. I gave the dogs water. I'm on a mission. You can't save everybody. I know. I want to go back. Just keep giving those dogs water. Food. Buy some dog food. No, you did your part. Isaiah says page 13, dead puppies. I don't know what that means. No, they'll find water, says try 21 love. Senate 63 says no. Sly says no. Pink Shimmer says yes. Pink Shimmer. Oh my gosh. How am I going to disagree with Pink Shimmer? Carry on. No, Pink Shimmer, you're getting outvoted. Jim, you did not look under the mattress the dog was on. Oh my goodness, I can't do that. You know what, you're right though. That's risky, dude. That's really risky. The dead dog is a red herring. That's my mission, Pink Shimmer. My mission is financing. I love you, Pink Shimmer. I love dogs. Exploring with Jim takes a lot of a lot of things pull me different ways, you know. We'll do both. Smell is terrible. You guys are asking a lot. Holding my breath over there. I got PTSD. Nasty. Nothing under it. Holy oh, sorry. Ooh, man. That is, I dry heaved. Man. I literally almost threw up. It's nothing. Under. That is exercise because like that. I can. Dog. Really? Probably. Ooh. If I drink anything. No. It's still there, you guys. Oh, I've seen him walk. I don't know. If I lived here, I'd love to like leave some dog food and catch him. And Well, sometimes the no's vote, but you know what? We just go our own way. That's for Pink Shimmer. Now, I'm just using the heck out of these things, right? It's like pure bleach. To these boots, but that's what you gotta do, man. You're looking for missing people. All right. Man. King of the road. Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no fool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I smoke old short, but not too big a rent. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. Like, what is this doing? He's been up and down this road like 4 times. Call law enforcement. I do not want to go by that dead dog again. I'm sorry. I'm going to avoid it. Any way possible. Exploring with Jim. Like, share, and subscribe. Probably smell him from here. I think he's right there. Mattress. The mattress from hell. Man. I've slept on some dirty mattresses in my day, but nothing that bad. If I'm in a hotel, I don't even sleep in their bed. I sleep on the bed. Whoa, that's a sketchy. My own sleeping bag. And then I bring my own towels. I don't use the hotel towels either. I'm not a germaphobe, but I just, after seeing all those hookers and stuff at the hotels I was staying at, like, yeah, that's nasty. I don't want to use their towels, you know. What are they doing with their towels? And then just a homeless camp over there. There's nothing there. And then I use my own towel. I have my own towel, and then I got my towel hanging up. Like I got my clothes. I stay nice and organized. My clothes are hanging up. And those little junky prison hangers, and then I got my towel hanging there. And usually I don't even let housekeeping in the room but there was like, you could see in the corner, there was like dog pee in the room, right? Like, I could see, I wipe, I'm like, oh my God, this is like, there's like a spot. And then I'm like, I wipe, I'm like, oh my God, this is dog pee in this freaking room. And so, I told housekeeping, I'm like, hey, can you mop the room? There's dog pee over there. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. And I give her $20. I'll give my housekeeping, single mom, I try to pay her $20 a day. She's working hard. But she missed the dog pee, right? Just smelling for decomp, you guys. And then she goes in, and then I told her, just mop. Don't do anything else. Because I already cleaned all the surfaces with my Lysol. I know, crazy, right? And then I go back in the room, and she's taken the towels that I brought from home. Like, these are my towels. I don't use their towels. And then I went and got her. I'm like, hey, you took my towels. Like, she's like, oh my God, those are your towels? I'm like, hey, I don't use your towels. You took my towels. And like, do you have them? And she had them in like this big pile of dirty laundry. Like, here you go. I'm like, no. Now you keep it. You keep the towel. I don't want. I'll go to Target. And then she's like, no. We have some brand new. I'm like, okay. So she goes and she finds brand new towel, brand new wash rag, and she's like, here, you can keep this, and then we'll keep yours. And then my towels got mixed in with the rest of the laundry, I guess, but I don't know how I got on that, but. Oh, dirty mattresses. Yeah, that dirty mattress. Welcome to Exploring with Jim. Yeah, we're searching for Nancy Guthrie, you guys. It's not just out here having fun chatting with the chat. Chatting up the chat. I did a serious search today. I did a very serious search yesterday. Like I say, if it was my mother missing my grandmother, I'd be searching the exact same way I'm doing right now. People are like, oh yeah, you're a grifter. You're down there. Yeah, dialing for dollars. No, this is legit. But yeah, what to do with the trash, right? What to do? Look at the sun's going down. What to do with the trash in the desert? Let me just pull over in the shade and see if the chat's up, see if you guys are still working. Because I don't know when my hotspot data is going to run out, you guys. Hotspot data could go out at any minute. Is that Whispering Wind's in there? Whispering Wind. Whispering Wind is back. I'll tell you what I do with the trash in the desert, you guys. You get the prisoners, right? First, you set up a sting operation out there. Cameras, trail cam, figure out who's dumping, track them to their places, and bust them all. And then you use their trucks and them to go clean up the messes that they made. Even if they didn't, just like that, that the judge says, okay, you're on weekend work, go clean up the desert. That's who I'd have clean up the desert. The people that are dumping, prisoners. Believe it or not, you guys, I have another story. I used to manage a weekend work program. I managed like the prisoners. They would have, hey, can I get through here, buddy? Coming through, buddy. That's okay. You're just getting organized, I know. Have you looked under that mattress? Have you looked under that mattress? I don't smell anything. What are you doing right now?
Sorting out the pods from the plastic ones to the...
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I haven't seen these since I was little.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
So that way I can put them into their can.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Right on, man. Have a great day, brother. Okay. I'd have given him a flyer, but I don't have any with me. Yeah, I used to manage the weekend work program for a municipality, right? For like 3 years, and they would send us. So these people would be like, you know, maybe they write bad checks, drive drunk, defraud somebody. Mostly check writers, drunk drivers, petty criminals. And then the judge would sentence them to, okay, they'd beg the judge, Your Honor, please, can I have the weekend work program? Don't send me to jail. Judge's like, I gotta say 2 weeks in jail, hard time, or 4 weeks of weekend work. Weekend work means they don't work weekends, but they work every day. But they get to sleep at home, and they show up to me, and then I would put them to work. And then they'd show up, right? Like, let's say it's a typical day. There'd be like 10 guys. Some with like face tattoos, and nothing against tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, but you know, it's people who have committed some crimes. And then they'd be like, okay, what are we gonna do today? So many people in the chat probably get pissed off. I'd be like, you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna go to the park, and they want to build a duck pond. We're gonna build a duck pond. We're gonna build this duck pond. So I'd give them all like picks and shovels, like 10 guys. Here, you get a pick, you get a shovel, you get a wheelbarrow. You get the wheelbarrow, you get the shovel. Okay, let's go, let's head out. And then like, yeah, I need this, but I gotta take a spray paint can. Big duck pond, it's gonna be right here. Like duck pond, like, hey, I gotta dig it like 4 feet deep. Don't worry about it, just dig. And then they dig all day. I'm like, pile of dirt over there. Yeah, I got this pile of dirt over there. They dig all day. Come back the next day. Oh, we gotta dig some more. Guys are like, oh, my hands, man, I got blisters. I'm like, oh, I got some gloves. Don't worry about it. And then they start to complain. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just digging all day. This is hard work. And I tell them, I go, dude, you don't have to dig. You don't have to do this. I'll call the court. I'll call the sheriff, and you can go back to jail. You can just go serve your time in jail. You don't have to dig. Oh, I hate this guy. All right, I'll dig. And they dig like this huge duck pond. And I'm like, okay, thanks, digging a duck pond. And then those guys would leave. They'd serve their weekend work, and then have them do something else somewhere else. And then this is when we didn't have any legit projects, right? And then I know in the chat they'd be like, oh my god, this guy's so cruel. But the judge sentenced them to go to work. It's like, you know, go work. And then like a whole new group of guys that come, 10 guys. And they're like, oh, welcome to the weekend work program. Congratulations, you're not in prison. You know, you get to work. I'm in charge here. And they'd be like, oh, what are we gonna do? I'm like, you know what? Out at the park, there's this big hole. And we gotta fill that big hole, but there's a big pile of dirt. And we're gonna like move a pile of dirt. Funny thing is, weekend work, none of them ever come back. I think they learned their lesson. So that's what I do out here. Put me in charge of the weekend work program. Oh shit. You know, I remember that pile of trash. I think we've been through this section already. Yeah, I'll have them clean up that dirt, that trash in the desert. We'll wait till August. The people that are dumping out there. Yeah, put them to work in August. I know. That was mean. I've been through here, you guys. We searched this area already. So I'm just going to take it up. If you remember the sand, probably went through it like 3 times already. Ah, I don't like going through sand. Hold on. Yeah, I'll get that desert cleaned up. And then you know what? They'd never dump again. It's going to be a little dirty. Something's around here. Honestly, the water's splashing, so I don't think I even want to drink this water. We'll just give it all to him. Yeah, as it hit, you never know, molecules could be splashing back on this bottle. Nasty. After all I've seen the last couple of days, I'd be lucky to make it home without ptomaine poisoning or something. Typhoid. What did somebody say? I'm gonna catch somebody in the chat. Malaria. I forget. Well, that was intense. Home sweet home. Made it. Man. Not easy. Come on, baby. Just a minute, you guys. Then we'll sign off. Home sweet home. Oh, more water. Darn it. Man. What are these super chats? Pamela says when God made you, Jim, he broke the mold. I don't think so, Pamela. I think when he made you, he broke the mold. You got me out here, Pamela. I mean, it's people like you that get me out here. Thank you, Pamela. Prayers from Kentucky. I love Kentucky. My cousin lives in Kentucky. He lives in, well, it's Clarksville, Tennessee, but he lives right across the border in, I forget the name of the town. But funny thing about Kentucky, I spent the night on his front porch, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna sleep on the front porch. It's nice out here. He's got an old log cabin, a 2-story log cabin, dog trot log cabin. She probably knows what I'm talking about. And then at night I lay down, like Friday night, like about midnight. Holy Toledo's like, all you hear is cars racing and like yahoo and like gunshots and yahoo and people racing, and he lives in the country. I'm like dude, what's going on? And then Saturday night is quiet, and then Friday night in Kentucky. But anyway, yeah, love Kentucky. It's so green. It's so green in Kentucky. Love it. Shiny Little Object says, thanks, Jim, for please get Airbnb next time. Airbnb's such a hassle, though, you know. I know. Is that even still a thing? I guess. I like that idea. And Tuscany for hand wipes, cold drinks, gas for the truck, and the like. Thank you, Ann from Tuscany. I appreciate it. That's awesome. I just wish we'd have brought Nancy home. Can you imagine, you guys? Like, you would have been there live with me. I mean, we had a good shot. This is a good place. It's on the way to Mexico. I look up on the map. I'm like, this is it. Let's go here. I wanted to. Like I say, if it was my mom, I'd be searching the exact same way I'm searching now. You know. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully the signal's holding up, you guys. Cass says I'm a superstar. Jay Reddit says, gunshots and Yahoo, that's every night when I drink tequila. Yeah, we got to get justice for Nancy, you guys. No doubt about it. Hey, Jim, how far from home are you? It takes me like 14 hours to drive here. It takes me like 14 hours to drive here, honestly, from my house. So it's a long trip. You either go through the desert or you go through LA, whichever your choice. Both are terrible. Drinks on you. It's hot. When I got my truck, the thermometer says 122. I know it's not 122, but that's what it says. It says, thank you, Jeep Girl. Yeah, thanks to my mods. Becky in Colorado. Whispering Winds. Jeep Girl, they're so awesome. Like, and then the chat is just beautiful. You guys are awesome, man. Like, at least, if I don't find Auntie, at least I found you guys. You know what I mean? So if you're watching on a live replay, hit live chat replay, and then you can read the chat, and you can read all the love and encouragement, and then see what like real people are all about. You know, real people are out here. They're searching. Other real people are out encouraging and you know, giving ideas. And I ask questions. They come up with solutions, and it's a team effort. It's definitely a team effort. So that's all I got to say about that. At least I found you guys. You know, appreciate it. And happy Mother's Day to everybody, you guys. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. It's like, I mean, Mother's Day is Christmas and your birthday and everything wrapped into one. Everybody's got a mother, you know, and then you like honor your mother, and like without moms, this would be a terrible place, right? So, honestly, you guys are like making everything nice, you know what I mean? I don't see a lot of moms out there dumping trash in the desert. You know what I mean? It's like mostly guys are doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, moms are awesome. I wish I had prepared something about it, but I just love all moms, and yeah, I just cherish all of you guys. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Okay, guys, I'm gonna log off. I got a couple things to do this afternoon, and I'm just not gonna search the rest of that dump over there today. I just can't do it, you know? I could go out there and dig through more bags, and I don't know. I think where I searched today was a good shot. So that's where I wanted to search. That was my #1 search area today, so we did it. Anyway, you guys. Yeah, I did it. Gotta put on the glasses. Anyway, you guys, thanks for all the love and support. We're in it to win it. Winning is bringing Nancy home. And with some help of our other friends out there, the other YouTubers who are trying to keep this case alive, doing what they can, together with the chat and the whole United States and some of the world invested in this case, we're gonna bring this to a conclusion. We didn't do it today. But today's still young, you never know what's gonna happen later. But we're in it to win it. Winning's bringing Nancy home. And may the Lord bless and keep you until we meet again. And we will meet again. And make sure you guys all know I love you very much. Mwah. Bye. Have a fantastic day. I'll read the chat, you guys. Anything you guys put in here, I read. I get a real kick out of it. And appreciate everybody for coming along and all the love and support. So. Bye.